what our old people tell us, once you muck around with sacred site, there will be Mother Nature will turn on you. And this is what we're feeling there today. So what's happening out there, it's happened all over. So was gas, it'll be the same thing. Happen, you muck around with Mother Nature, there will be something would happen.
Home to over 1,000 people, the town of Borroloola connects the traditional country of 4 Aboriginal clan groups, the Yanyala, Garawa, Mara and Gadangji in the Gulf of Carpentaria, Northern Territory. Traditional owners have cared for this country for thousands of years and continue to hunt, fish, hold ceremony and care for sacred sites. The McArthur River runs through this land and is considered the lifeblood of the Gulf to all who live here or pass through this beautiful country. The community currently lives with the world's largest lead and zinc export mine, the McArthur River mine, located on a floodplain 50 kilometres downstream of Borroloola.
Well, when we first started, there was no proper agreement in place with that company before called McArthur Mine. They used to own that before, and then Glencore came in and they bought that company out, and there was no proper agreement in place at that time. See, old people was happy because they was going underground, and when the Glencore came in, they decided to do an open cut, and a lot of people were sort of happy. That was sort of job for them, as well. The older people wasn't happy because it was damaging the sacred site, that old rainbow surface.
The McArthur River mine, owned by Glencore, has been operating for 21 years as an underground and then open cut mine. The mine has a notoriously bad environmental record. Tailings and acid runoff have contaminated rivers and creeks to the extent that no one can drink from them anymore. Fish have died and over 400 cattle have been culled. In 2007, the company diverted 5.5 kilometres of the river, causing great distress to the community as it cut through the Rainbow Serpent Dreaming cultural site. Uncle Jack Green, a senior Garawa elder and artist, was one of the community leaders opposing the river's diversion, knowing that it would cut right through the Rainbow Serpent Dreaming cultural site. The river holds the song of the Rainbow Serpent. He says that's our song lines. It still hurts inside because our sacred sites have been damaged. We're not happy in our hearts.
My sister used to go down the river, 6 o'clock in the morning fishing. When we used to come from Borroloola, all the fish used to be there, all cooked. Family used to come in together and have a big feast of fish. Now we cannot do this anymore.
We don't fish there no more. We're too frightened. 5 or 6 years ago, we used to done, or 10 years ago, done a lot of fishing there and catching barrow, all kind of fish down there. But now, we don't do that. We're going to go back somewhere near the border or do fishing there now on the outstation something. We used to camp along the thing when we go out hunting, but today there's no kangaroo there now, Before we used to drive down the track, kangaroo just about jump on top of your muddica or jump on top of your swag as to go past, But now today, I've been out there a couple of days ago, that was on Thursday. There's hardly nothing, it's just dead. The tree's still there and everything, but it does not look lively like it used to, The food source gone.
In addition to the damage caused by the river diversion and tailings contamination, the mine's waste rock dump caught on fire in 2013 and burned for 18 months. The plumes of toxic sulphur smoke were visible from over 30 kilometres away. Local people believe that if this mine were less remote or located near a non-Indigenous community, it would have been shut down years ago.
The government and the mining company think that we are more of an animal than here, We're not an animal, we're a human being, the same as them.
The traditional owners of the region have a long history of fighting for their rights. Following revelations about the scale of the reactive waste rock issues and water contamination risks, 150 traditional owners called on the Northern Territory government to shut down production at the mine until a solution to the mine's environmental problems could be found. Local people want mining damaged land to be rehabilitated, with local people taking on these jobs.
The reason I made a stand because I didn't like the way government was going with a lot of things, because they wasn't even listening to Aboriginal people. they didn't care. They just wanted to go ahead with mining issue all over this land, especially fracking. And we don't have proper rights on that native title. I think we should have better right to say no.
I want the mining company to pay the government to clean the mine up. We need this river to be clean and no more pollution, please. Keep a young one to work there and clean the mess. And we want your government to write a letter to us if the river is really clean.
I would like to say this to all of our people in the Four Clan group and the people who live with us here for many years and come and go. Please come along when there's a meeting. We need to support one another in this town because we are in the middle of it, especially on this McArthur River. That's the bottom line, but please come along and support us. Help us to fight this mine.
I'm saying that for other communities, if they start doing open cut again, I don't think they should agree to it because it caused a lot of damage. And if they're on like a riverbed like we're on the main river, and we're really worried about everything, fish and what's going to happen in that area, it's damaged pretty bad. I'll be a bit careful how green to this sort of stuff, especially open cut mines, because it does create a lot of problem for community.
In 2016, experts said the problems at the McArthur River mine were on a scale that's never been seen before at any other Australian mine site. Yet the McArthur River mine has plans approved to expand production until 2036. Community members are very clear the mine has problems that must be fixed.
Well, we need to stick together, Aboriginal people, you know, and when anything like this sort of happening again, we need to fight together as one instead of getting blackmailed by money and all these sort of things, you know, and how good they're going to protect the land. We have to be a bit stronger and start standing up.
I think all your countrymen have to say no. No to anything when they come mining company come to us, you know. We need the land to be clean. And even if there's other family who don't like to do mining, you know, we should be talking to them and tell them, you know, we should be telling them, like we are talking to our family, they're not listening to us, but we tell them all the time, talk to them, you know, it's not good for you. Don't worry about the money. It's not your culture. Money, it's nothing to us, you know. So don't think about money a lot, but you know, like the land is more important. The land got the story, and it is strong for you and me to travel around and walk around in the country when it's got a good environment. So thank you, family. We might meet again sometime. I'm talking to you.
Thank you, Auntie Nancy. You're an inspiration to all of us.
Warning,